Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to welcome this morning Doctors Angela Bingham and Vlada Fedkiv, who are here to present some preliminary findings from their Seed Grant Award-winning research project from 2019. Just to refresh everyone's memory, their proposal centered on evaluating the prevalence of board-certified pharmacy practice faculty in the United States, and in order to make a determination of how prevalent board certification is, and to describe motivators and barriers to board certification, as well as professional achievements and accomplishments that may support career advancement for pharmacy practice faculty by faculty rank and certification status. So as I mentioned, we're really excited to have Angela and Vlada here with us today to share with us some preliminary results from their project. And at this time, I'll hand it over to Vlada. Thank you, Vlada.
Thank you for the introduction. So today I will present the results of the project evaluating prevalence and value of board certification among pharmacy practice faculty at colleges and schools of pharmacy in the United States.
I'm Angela Bingham. I had the good fortune to serve as Vlada's residency program director, and the entire study team would like to express our sincere appreciation to BPS for this very generous grant that made this research possible. Thank you.
I would like to thank the Board of Pharmacy Specialties for their generous support of this project. The number of BPS specialties has increased significantly over the past decade. In fact, it has doubled since 2013. As of 2020, there are 14 BPS recognized specialties and more than 46,000 board-certified pharmacists worldwide. Board certification is intended to validate clinical knowledge beyond the licensing standards. And BPS identified perceived benefits of board certification include personal satisfaction, financial rewards, and career advancement. Since there are 142 United States-based colleges and schools of pharmacy, this represents the unique group in which to consider exploring the value of board certification. The 2011 BPS Strategic Planning Survey of board-certified pharmacists revealed that 96% of pharmacists felt that board certification was valuable to them. Gaining personal satisfaction by accomplishing something professionally important, expanding knowledge and skills, and having greater credibility as a professional were recognized as the most important benefits of board certification in that survey. In 2013, Tucson and colleagues investigated the prevalence of and factors that influence board certification among pharmacy practice faculty in the United States. The study revealed that 37% of faculty were board certified. Among those currently and previously board certified, personal growth, to be recognized as an expert in the field, and recognition by peers were identified as the most common reasons to obtain board certification. Among those never certified, no perceived need, no perceived benefit, and too time-consuming to prepare for the examination were recognized as the most common barriers to board certification. However, the majority of pharmacy practice faculty in this survey stated that they would pursue board certification if it was required by their job, for salary increase, or increase or change in clinical responsibilities. With an increasing number of board-certified pharmacists, expansion in the number of specialties, and pharmacists pursuing multiple certifications, the true prevalence of board certification, as well as barriers and motivators for board certification, are currently unknown. In addition, limited data exists on the value of board certification and its impact on professional achievements and accomplishments that may support career advancement for pharmacy practice faculty in the United States. Therefore, the objectives of our study were to determine the prevalence of board certification among pharmacy practice faculty in the United States and describe motivators and barriers to board certification, as well as professional achievements and accomplishments that may support career advancement. In phase 1 of our study, the list of pharmacy practice faculty was obtained from the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy, and the list of board-certified pharmacists was obtained from the BPS. The two lists were cross-referenced using merge function based on the name, state, and email address to determine the prevalence of board-certified pharmacy practice faculty in the United States. In phase 2 of the study, faculty were invited to participate in a survey. The survey was branched based on certification status and included 52 questions capturing data regarding professional characteristics, motivators and barriers to board certification, as well as professional achievements and accomplishments that may support career advancement. Pharmacy practice faculty were stratified by rank and invited to complete the survey in blocks of 600 based on random number generation within rank, until a target sample size of 200 respondents from each rank was achieved. Non-responders received one follow-up email, and all data collection was performed using Qualtrics. For statistical analysis, board certification rates grouped by relevant variables were compared using chi-square test, Fisher's exact test, or Kruskal-Wallis test as appropriate. Multinomial logistic regression model was used to assess the effect of relevant predictors to board certification, including those identified with p-value of less than or equal to 0.2. The effect of motivators and barriers on the actual number of board certification was investigated using Poisson regression model. In our study, the overall prevalence of board certification among 3,276 pharmacy practice faculty at US colleges and schools of pharmacy was 56.4%. The prevalence was higher among assistant professors, 61.4%, followed by associate professors, 58.5%, and lastly, professors, 42.1%. The majority of pharmacy practice faculty reported having one board certification, which was the case in about 80% of faculty. 18.8% had two, and less than 1% had three. About 50% of pharmacy practice faculty board certifications were in pharmacotherapy, and about 1/5 of them were in ambulatory care pharmacy. Among BCPS certified faculty, 35 reported having added qualifications in infectious diseases and 23 in cardiology. The number of board certifications in psychiatric, critical care, oncology, infectious diseases, pediatric, cardiology, nutrition support, nuclear, and compounded sterile preparations pharmacy were actually less than the number of colleges and schools of pharmacy in the US. Among 2,284 pharmacy practice faculty, 746 completed the survey, with 32.7% response rate. In our study, we have achieved our target sample size of 600 respondents, which was determined based on a pharmacy practice faculty population size of about 2,800 faculty and previously reported response rate of 36%. Included in this table are professional characteristics of pharmacy practice faculty in our study. The majority of respondents were currently certified full-time faculty who have been in academia for a median of 11 years. Most pharmacy practice faculty reported engagement in didactic and experiential education for the Doctor of Pharmacy program, and less than 50% of them stated that they were involved in postgraduate and interprofessional education. Almost all pharmacy practice faculty graduated with a Doctor of Pharmacy degree and completed 1 or 2 years of postgraduate training, which was primarily PGY1 and PGY2 residency. About 50% of faculty reported teaching at a public college or school of pharmacy that was established more than 50 years ago and admitted less than 150 students per year. Among the 746 respondents, to be recognized as an expert in the field was identified as the most common reason why pharmacy practice faculty perceived others obtain board certification. This finding was consistent among never, previously, and currently board certified faculty. When asked how often do you encourage your trainees who meet eligibility requirements for board certification to pursue board certification, the majority of faculty reported very often or always. However, more previously and currently certified faculty encourage their trainees to pursue board certification as compared to never certified faculty. The opposite was true when asked how often do you encourage your trainees to pursue multiple board certification, with the majority of respondents stating never or rarely. And this finding was true regardless of certification status. Majority of previously and currently board certified faculty very often or always recommend that their peers obtain board certification. However, regardless of certification status, the majority of pharmacy practice faculty never or rarely recommend that their peers obtain multiple board certifications. When asked about the most common reasons for obtaining board certifications, the faculty were given the opportunity to provide up to 3 selections. Among previously and currently board certified faculty, to be recognized as an expert in the field, personal growth, and recognition by peers were ranked as the most common reasons to obtain board certification. Among never certified faculty, too time consuming to prepare for the examination or maintain certification, and no perceived need were identified as the most common barriers to board certification. Among previously board certified faculty, the majority think that it is either too time consuming to prepare for the examination or maintain certification, or it is no longer relevant to them to obtain or maintain board certification. However, the majority of never board certified faculty stated that they would pursue board certification if it was required by their job or for a salary increase. The most common form of reimbursements provided for board certification was examination fee, only if successful. However, about 40% of faculty stated that they received no form of reimbursement by their employer. Some form of reimbursements occurred more frequently in the previously and currently board certified categories and included recertification fee, annual BPS renewal fee, and recertification modules. While 42% of employers stated that they don't provide any incentives for board certification, consideration in promotion and tenure was identified as the most common incentive for board certification among faculty who do receive incentives for board certification at their institutions. And in fact, among the 544 currently board certified faculty, over 40% reported achieving promotion after board certification. Research publications, non-research publications, and national presentations were accomplished by more previously and currently board certified faculty as compared to never certified. Overall, previously board certified faculty submitted more grants for consideration and secured more grants when compared with never or currently certified. And more currently certified faculty hold leadership roles in professional organizations than never or previously certified. In contrast, more previously board certified faculty hold fellowship status in professional organizations as compared to currently or never certified. The multinomial logistic regression model was used to identify statistically significant predictors of board certification as well as multiple board certifications. Included in this table are the predictors of board certification with significant comparisons bolded. In particular, the chance of being currently certified versus never certified is significantly higher for faculty who are associate professors versus assistant professors who completed PGY1 and PGY2 residency, who always or very often recommend board certification to their trainees, who always recommend board certification to their peers, and finally, board certification as condition for employment. Predictors of multiple board certifications included completion of a PGY2 residency, master's degree, trainee encouragement, public recognition as perceived incentive, and the number of years appointed at current faculty rank. No significant predictors of the number of board certifications were identified using a stepwise Poisson regression model. So compared to previous literature, the number of board-certified pharmacy practice faculty has increased by 19.4% since 2011. To be recognized as an expert in the field remained the most commonly identified perceived reason why pharmacy practice faculty obtain board certification. For currently certified faculty, the top 3 reasons to obtain board certification remain the same, and included to be recognized as an expert in the field, personal growth, and recognition by peers. Top 3 barriers to board certification remained the same among never certified faculty, and included too time-consuming to prepare for the examination or maintain certification, as well as no perceived need and no perceived benefit. Similar to previous literature, most pharmacy practice faculty stated that they would pursue board certification if it was required by their job or for a salary increase. In our study, we've identified certain predictors of board certification, including faculty rank, residency completion, involvement in postgraduate education, trainee or peer encouragement, employment requirement, reimbursement for renewal fee, recertification fee, or travel to examination site, and the number of years in academia. Predictors of multiple board certifications included completion of PGY2 residency, master's degree, trainee encouragement, employment requirement, public recognition perceived as incentive, and the number of years appointed at current faculty rank. So in conclusion, there has been a tremendous increase in the prevalence of board-certified pharmacy practice faculty in the United States. However, there are still opportunities for continued growth in specialties represented at United States colleges and schools of pharmacy. In our study, board certification was valued in promotion and tenure process among pharmacy practice faculty. And finally, we've identified certain characteristics of pharmacy practice faculty that serve as predictors of board certification, as well as multiple board certifications. This concludes my presentation, and I thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Vlada. That was excellent. I'm just curious, your kind of top line takeaways from this analysis. What are the things that stand out to you?
So definitely one of the things that stood out to me is the number of board-certified pharmacists among faculty, which was increased significantly over the past decade. I think the percentage was by 19.4%. So I think that was the biggest takeaway from this study for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think we would agree. It would be interesting to look and over that same period and see roughly how that compares to the overall increase in the number of board certified pharmacists to see if that's a sharper or a shallower increase in that particular cohort. But these data are very important.
Definitely.
Do you have plans to submit these data for a poster or for publication?
Yeah, we are planning to submit the results of this project for poster to be presented potentially at AACP annual meeting next year, and we are currently in the process of preparing and compiling a manuscript for publication.
Great work. I think these data are very intriguing and definitely build upon previous work, as you highlighted. We're just excited to see that there's more and more information being published in the pharmacy professional literature about the value and impact of board certification in practice. And this is certainly a great example of that. So I thank you both for your time. Appreciate your efforts. I know this year has presented a lot of challenges for everyone in terms of, finding opportunities to complete research projects and present them in front of your peers. So again, we really appreciate your time and effort in that regard.